Hi everyone, how are you all? So hope all of you are enjoying your Eid. Happy Eid, all of you. Eid Mubarak. And with this, we will start our class. Okay. I'll just put my stream key on so that I can answer all your questions. So hi everyone. Our today's class is about how to solve problems on binomial theorems. Okay. So normally, like we have certain types of questions on binomial theorem, and these are very frequent when you go for any kind of competitive exams. So I thought we should have a session on that, and that's why we are having today's session on problem solving on binomial theorem. Okay, so before starting, we will have an introduction, and I will start with my introduction. So my name is Kamal Kumar. Some of you might be knowing me, and I'm an aerospace engineer. I love to play around with numbers. I'm a technical document specialist in aerospace industry, and I carry around 5 years of experience in teaching mathematics. If you are new to Unacademy, you can use my referral code. Okay, so you can join the Unacademy by using this referral code Kamal10. So if you use this referral code, what you will get certain good amount of discount on all your membership plan. Okay guys, so that's all about me. If you have any question, you can drop down. And then, so hi guys, it's school time on Unacademy, and we are really excited about it with the launch of all the live classes. So we are running live classes for school level from CBSE standard 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. And as all of you know, if you start somewhat early, and not even early, it's like starting on the time, all about time. Because if you, hi Shania Chauhan, so it's all about timing, right? If you are not very late for something, that's always a good. And when you are preparing for standard 11th or 12th mathematics, especially science, any of subjects of the science, then you should start on the time, so that you can cover the complete thing on the time. And when you go in exam, it should be all be practiced at least once or twice. Okay, so that's why we conduct live classes. So if you are already on Unacademy, you might have seen I take live classes. And after every three live classes, we take doubt sessions. Then we conduct quizzes. We conduct practice sessions for the CBSE 9 to 12th standard. And in all these, we help you build your foundation for the coming challenges. Okay. So if you have anything, you can ask me. If not, we'll go ahead. Okay, so if you are on since you are watching on YouTube, you can still access the Unacademy app you can download on mobile app, or you can directly go to unacademy.com on desktop. So you can go to desktop and you can select your respective course and select it as your goal. Once you select it as goal, you mail. So when I talk about goal, this can be your class 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, whichever class you want to select. Just click on this plus sign. Once you click on this plus sign, it will take you to the monthly subscription plan. Okay, so you can select either 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, whichever plan you are looking forward for. And then you can enter a referral code of Kamal10. Okay, enter the referral code and apply it. Once you apply it, it will take you to the normal phase. Even if you are not going to go ahead for the membership plan, still you can select your goal, and you can enjoy many free classes, which we call it as special classes, which I take like mostly on weekend. So you can come and attend my classes. If you want to have a regular update on these complete schedules of me, so you can join my telegram group link on this number 9738919340. For any further reference about how to join an academy, how to get the membership, how to watch my special classes, how to when I take the YouTube classes, all this information you can get through me on this Instagram link, which I can share you if you message me on this number. Otherwise, if you want, you can search my group name Unacademy classes, sorry, by Kamal Kumar. So if you search this, you will be taken to my group on Telegram, where you can join and where you can get all the updates regarding everyday classes, like when I'm taking and whenever I'm taking any special class or anything as such. Okay, so hope all of you are good with that. Shall we move ahead? Yes. Now, since we are talking about what is our topic of the day is binomial theorem. Okay, so if you can see this formula, right? So this is one formula which will govern the complete study of the binomial theorem. Okay, so what is this? All of you are aware. If you know, this is known as combination. Okay, so this NCK part is known as combination. Okay, so this has been defined by Pascal's triangle as well. Okay, so you can either define it by combination or you can define it by Pascal's triangle. Okay, then whatever, when we are taking any term, so n is the total value of the index, that is if you have a plus b to power 3, right? So in that case n is equal to 3, right? And that is the index of the total a plus b term. Okay, same way, now when you come to explanation of this, so you all of you might be aware that this sign is known as sigma or summation. So when we call it summation, summation means addition of all the terms, right? So in that case, when I call it, and this k to power 0, k is equal to 0 and n, so it means it defines it is valid for k equal to 0 to k equal to n, means this function should be defined for all this function, and then you need to find the value of these all and add at all these value from k equal to 0 to k equal to n. Okay, so if assume we have a plus b to power n, if I want to write the same formula in the extended form, okay, if I want to write the same formula in extended form, so see, first value should be how much when k is equal to 0, so this will become how much nc0, right, a to power n minus 0 into b to power 0, because here what is this k, this, and n minus k, so n minus 0. The next term will be again nc1 a to power n minus 1 and b to power 1. Like this it will go on till what value, till this value. So final term will be how much, ncn a to power n minus n into b to power n, right? So if you know n minus n is how much, 0, right? So in place of this I can directly write it as 0, right? So you can see it is starting with b to power 0 ending with b to power n. It is starting with a to power n and ending with a to power 0. It is starting with nc0, which is the value of k, and final value of that is how much, ncn, that is n. Hope all of you are clear with that. So we will be using this formula in whole throughout our study. Now see, if same thing if I write again, so a plus b to power n if I write, right? So we know that this is nc0, a to power n, b to power 0, so I'm not writing that, nc1 a to power n minus 1 b to power 1 plus nc2 a to power n minus 2 into b to power 2, then dash 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 dash. First I will write the last term. So last term will be how much? NCN a to power n minus, okay, so last term I will write again, sorry, NCN, right? So a to power n minus n will become 0 and b to power it will become n. So if I take one more term before this, what it will become? NCN minus 1, right? And a to power how much? 1 and b to power n minus 1. Okay, now there is also a fun fact about this, that if you start seeing the coefficient of this term, so nc0 and ncn, these are all equal. So nc0 is equal to ncn, that is always 1. If you go to nc1 nc1 and same way nc n minus 1, then also it will be equal to n. Okay, same way if you expand it, so other values are not defined. First these value and these values are defined, and remaining other values are not defined, but there is still a relation between them. Like if you see, this is 0, 0 plus n, so 0 plus n is equal to n, right? Which is equal to this term, right? So in that case nc0 ncn will be equal. So basically same thing, if you see 1 plus n minus 1 minus 1, so this is equal to how much? N. So you can see still it is equal to n, right? Same way if I write another term like nc2, then ncn minus 2 also shall be equal to this, but this value we need to identify, we need to solve and find, because n value will keep on changing and according to that this value will also change. Okay, but always, since here see this 2 plus n minus 2, so 2 plus n minus 2 is also equal to n, right? So once this is equal to n, means this and this values are same. So like that, if I have to define a term, I can always write NCP is equal to NCQ, okay, if P plus Q is equal to N. Okay, so if you see the same arrangement in this one, so whatever is coming from the last, first, second last, sorry, second last from here, second from here, so third last from here, third last, and third term, this will always be equal. So as you go on to the sequence, this will be becoming equal. Okay, and this will make our calculation very easy as we go ahead, and we can use this application in many places. Okay guys, now so depending on that we can have some questions. So in this slides we will see certain number of questions, that what are the different type of questions we can solve using this. Like you can see one type is like this, just expand it. One type is evaluate a value of anything 98 to power 5. So one way is to directly multiply 98 5 times, right? Another way is we can do it in some other way, which we will be using binomial theorem. Then we can use, all of you might have proved this in mathematical induction, right? But here we will do it using binomial again. Then same thing, another type of question, sorry, same type of question but different concept somewhat. Then we will see that if we have certain thing like, see, a plus b to power 4, a minus b to power 4. So if we can define a formula for such thing, that will become easier for us to substitute and find the value of this type of thing, right? So same way we will solve that. Same thing we will apply maybe here also. Again we can solve some. So these are all NCERT questions which I am considering in today's class, so that all of you can have a grab over NCERT questions. You should not be lagging behind in NCERT question. Okay, so when we come to that, it should be easier for you. Okay, so now without wasting time, let's start with the first question. Okay, so see here, if we have this thing, okay, so in this question we can see x squared plus 3 by x to power 4, right? So we can see it is just like a plus b to power 4, right? Where a is equal to what? X square, b is equal to 3 by x, and n is equal to 4, right? So if I put the formula, of a plus b to power 4, okay, so that will come how much? 4c0 a to power 4 plus 4c1 a to power 3 b to power 1 plus 4c2 a to power 2 b to power 2 plus 4c3 a to power 4c4 a power 0 b to power 4. Is it clear? Now next part is substituting the terms. Okay, so before that we will do one more thing. We will find the value of these coefficients. Okay, so these things. Okay, so we all know that 4c0 is equal to 4c4, that is equal to 1, right? So one thing is clear. Same thing, 4c1 is equal to 4c3, because 1 plus 3 is equal to 4, right? So that is also equal to 4, right? Next thing is what left? 4c2. So 4c2 I can write as 4 factorial by 4 minus 2 factorial, that is 2 factorial into 2 factorial. Okay, so that will become 4 into 3 into 2 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 2 factorial, that is nothing but 2 into 2. So one of this, so this will cancel and this will become 2. So how much is left? That is equal to 6. Now let's substitute that value in this one. Okay, so if you have to write, so what it will become? A to power 4. A is how much? X square to power 4 plus 4c1 is nothing but 4, and then aq is x square to power 3 into 3 by x to power 1, right? Then 4c2 value is how much? Now 6 into x square to power 2, right? Then b square, so 3 by x to power whole square. Is it clear? Then 4c3 again is equal to 4 into x square into 3 by x to power whole cube plus 1 into a to power 0, that is b to power 4. So b is how much? I can remove this also. I can directly write 3 by x to power 4, right? So like that, if I find the final value, what it will become? X to power 8 plus 4 3 are 12 into x to power 3 to the 6 minus 1, right? So x to power 5 plus 6 into 3 3 are 9, right? So 54, and here x to power 4 minus x 2, right? So x to power 2, right? Plus 4 3 3 are 9, 9 3 are 27 into 4 is how much? 108. Okay, now x squared by x cube. So can I write this as 108 by x? Then plus 3 to power 4 by x to power 4. So 3 3s are, that will become how much? 81, right? 81 by x to power 4. Okay, so this is the total expansion of this value. Is it clear? Hope all of you are clear with this. Now see, in this same type of question, what all they can ask, that also we will discuss here itself. Okay, so in this same thing, next thing, if you see, they can ask you find third term. Okay, so you can either say this one directly, right? You can directly say 54x square. Okay, or they can ask you find coefficient of 1 by x, right? So coefficient of 1 by x, when we talk, it is 100 by x is the only term we are having with 1 by x, right? So 108 is the coefficient of 1 by 8, right? Now they can ask you how many number of terms are there. So you know, if the value of n is 4, so value of number of terms will be equal to always n plus 1. So that will be equal to how much? 4 plus 1, that is 5. So number of term. Okay, so that will be 5. I'll just give a brief idea about what all type of question will come into that. Okay, so first thing is find a term with given coefficient. Okay, so in that case, like if you have given that find the term which is having coefficient as 54, so which is that term? That is 54 by x square, right? Okay, so you can see this is the term. So 54x square is the term with coefficient of 54, right? Next what they can ask, find a term with given variable. Okay, so like they can ask you find coefficient of x square or 1 by x or anything as such. Okay, then they can ask you find rth term. Okay, so when they talk about rth term, it directly means that they can ask you any term between 1 to 5 term. Okay, so whenever it is n to power 4, so total number of terms are 4, right? So total number, maximum what they can ask you, maximum they can ask you r should be equal to n plus 1, that's all. Okay, so find rth term, right? Then next will be equal to find middle term. Okay, and these all will come from find number of terms. Okay, so let's answer all of these one by one. Okay, so first thing, find number of terms. Okay, so whenever we will use, now here I'm using green pen, so that is indicative of answer. Okay, so it is n plus 1 terms. Okay, whatever is the value of n, right? So n plus 1 will be the total number of terms without any discussion. Okay, yes. Okay, then we will see what is the condition for the finding the middle term and rth term. Okay, so anyway we will discuss rth term here itself. Okay, so if you see, if you try to find a relation, right? So you can always see in this particular scenario that, see, if it is c1, right, c1, so it is which term? Second term, right? If it is c equal to 3, then 1 2 3 4, sorry, 4c3, right? So this is which term? This indicates fourth term, right? So it gives us an idea. What is that idea? That if we have to find, assume tr, rth term, so that will be always having nc r minus 1, right? So assume if we are doing t7 of a plus b to power 11, right? So in this case what we will start with, nc 6, because 7 minus 1 is 6, right? Now once we know this, we know that a to power what and b to power what. So this power is always equal to b to power that, right? So b to power r minus 1, and a to power will be how much? N minus this thing. So when we talk about n minus r minus 1, so that will actually give you n plus 1 minus r, right? So this value will become n plus 1 minus r. But when in this formula, you don't have to worry about these complete issues, right? What you can do directly, you can write a to power, what is this? N is equal to 11, right? N is equal to 11. So b you put as b to power is 6, and how much is left is, okay. So rth term you can easily find. Okay, now find the term with given variable. Already we will have a discussion again. So coming back to our type of question 2, which is very important. So see, if we have 98 to power 5, and they are asking you to find the exact value of this. Can I write this as 100 minus 2 to power 5, right? So this will give us what? A minus b to power 5, right? So if I just try to expand it, a minus b to power 5, okay? So first I will just write nc, sorry, all the six conditions, all the six terms as it is, okay? And then we will try to see wherever this minus sign is getting, okay? So let's start with, okay, so if assume a plus b to power 5 was there, right? So this will always start with what? 5c0, right? And a to power 5. Then next thing, 5c1, a to power 4, b to power 1. 5c2, a to power 3, b to power 2. Then 5c3, a square, b cube. Then 5c4, a, b to power 4. And then next is 5c5, a, b to power 5. Now see, being all plus, if it was plus here, right? Right? But now the thing is, b becomes negative. So wherever a, see, b is minus b to power 1, or 1 plus 2 plus 2, means any odd number, that time it will starting with negative, right? So wherever odd is there, like see, if you notice it down, where are the odd? Here in one, this b to power 5, right? So in these condition we will directly put a minus sign, okay? And remaining all condition, what we will do, since b to power 4, so minus b to power 4 is also b to power 4, right? So these all will become positive as it is it clear? Okay, so after this what happens, now you can put it in this value, right? So 5c0, that is nothing but 1 into 100 to power 5, right? Then minus 5c1, so 5c1 is nothing but 5, and then a to power 4 is 100 to power 4 into b to power 1, so b is how much? 2. Now we need to find 5c2. So 5c2 I am trying to find out here, okay? 5 factorial by 2 factorial into 3 factorial, right? So that will become how much? 5 into 4 divided by 2, so that will become 10, right? So this 5c2 and 5c3 both will be same. Why? Because 2 plus 3 is 5, and which is equal to this value, right? So I can directly write this as 10 a cube, okay, sorry, just one sec, it is loading. Okay, because of some technical error it has restarted. Okay, so okay, so I'll explain this again. Okay, so what you have, a plus b, see, when, how do we write? 100 minus 2 to power 5, right? So if I write this as how much? 5c0, right? 100 to power 5, right? Then minus 5c1, 100 to power 4 into 2 to power 1, plus 5c2, 100 to power 3 into 2 to power 2, minus 5c3, 100 to power 2 and 2 to power 3, then plus 5c4 100 to power 1 into 2 to power 4 minus 5c5, that is 100 to power 0 and 2 to power 5. Now if we substitute this value, what we will get? 5c0. 5c0 is how much? Yes, 5c0 is 1 into 100 to power 5 minus 5 into 100 to power 4, right, into 2, right, plus 5c2. 5c2 just now we found is, sorry, 10, right? 5c2 is 10 into 100 to power 3 into 2 to the 4, right, minus 10 into 100 to power 2 into 2 to the 4 to the 8, right, then plus 5 into 100 into 8 to the 16, right, then minus 2 to power 5. Now let's substitute this. So this will become how much? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, right, and this will become 5 to the 10, so that will become 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9, right, and then this will become 4 into 6 plus 1, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, right. Same way this will become minus 8 into how much? 4 plus 1 5, right, plus 16 5s are 80 and 2 zeros, minus 2 to the 4, 4 for the 16 to the 32, right. So you can do the calculation and you can find out the answer. Is it clear? Hope all of you are clear with that. Okay, now all of you might have seen this question, okay, and you might be surprised at what you have to do in this part of question, okay, because this doesn't look like a direct application of binomial, right? All of you might have seen that and you might have been confused as well, that what is wrong with this question, right? Okay guys, so this is the type of question. What is the question? Using binomial theorem, prove that this always leaves remainder of 1 when it is divided by 25. Okay, so it means you can see 6 to power n minus 5n. Okay, now just see in the coefficient. Okay, forget about n thing. N thing will forget. Okay, we'll only see what are the terms. So here it is 6 and here it is 5. Okay, and also you have something called as 6 to power n, right? Now if you want to write 6 to power n and you have another term which is with respect to 5, right? So it means this can be written as 5 plus 1 to power n, right? So we will start with only that much clue left with us. So 5 plus 1 to power n, if I expand it now, okay, if I try to expand it, so what will be the first term? nc0, right, nc0, and then 5 to power 5 to power n, and then 1 to power 0, right? Same thing nc1, 5 to power, same thing 5 to power n minus 1 into 1 to power 1. Like that, I'll directly first move to the last term. Last term will be how much? Ncn into 5 to power 0 and 1 to power n. Then before that also we have n c n minus 1, right? And that will be 5 to power 1 and 1 to power n minus 1, right? Okay, now let's try to simplify this. Forget about this much part till now. Okay, let's write this part as and this part as first. Okay, so first if I write this one as 1 and this as 2, so what is left from 1? What we get? NCN. NCN is nothing but 1 into 5 to power 0, so that will be 1, and 1 to power n is 1 itself, right? Then coming back to this term, NCN minus 1. So NCN minus 1 can be always written as n, right? And then 5 to power 1 is 5, and 1 to power anything is 1 only, right? Then if you see the next term after this, so what will be that term? NC n minus 2, right? And then 5 square. Okay, I am writing it in reverse direction now, right? Okay, so that we can grab what is the term. Okay, so 5 to power how much? 2, and 1 to power n minus 2, right? Next term will be how much? NC n minus 3 5 cube into 1 to power n minus 3, and like that it will keep on going to the this term, right? Okay, now if you see this, what is left? 1 plus 5n plus, now from this also 5 square, from this also 5 square, and all the terms, since the power of 5 keeps on increasing as we go ahead, right? It will keep on increasing till what value? Till n value, right? So I can directly write 5 square outside. Okay, and I can write this term ncn minus 2, right, plus nc n minus 3 into 5, and like that it will keep on going. So I can write simply this term as 1 plus 5n plus 25 into p. Can I write? Right? Can I write or not? Okay. Now next thing what I'm going to do, I'm going to just now what we found, 5 plus 1 to power n was equal to 1 plus 5n, right, plus 25p, right? Now can I write this as 6n, right? 6n minus 5, 6 to power n minus 5n is equal to 25p plus 1, right? So it means when we divide this, it is divided by 25 with certain terms and leaves one as remainder, right? And this is divisible, so that is what they are asking us to prove. Always leaves a remainder when it is divisible by 25. So if I divide this by 25, right, 6n minus 5n, right, assume p plus q plus r, anything may be, but always it will leave a remainder of 1 because of this thing. Is it clear? Hope all of you understood this part. Anyone having any doubt, then please can comment on live chat. Okay, so okay, so next question of the same pattern, we will solve one more question. Okay, so that we get more clear idea about that same type of question. Okay, so for that, I will take one question again from NCRT, which is of the same type. Okay, so that we can see if we can use the same idea or same logic and we can solve multiple number of questions or not on the same way. Okay, so okay, so we'll see and solve this problem. Okay, so that 9 to power n plus 1 minus 8 to power 8n. I don't know if is there some issue. Okay, so here we'll see the next question. Hope it is clear. Yes, Chris, I'm good. Okay, so we'll be solving this question now. I think it's lagging some. Okay, so this is our next question. Here we'll be solving this. Okay, so in this question what we have, so that 9 to power n plus 1 minus 8n minus 9 is divisible by 64. So here in the previous question what was there, it must leave a remainder of equal to 1, but here what they are saying, it should be completely divisible by 64, right? So in this case what we can see is, see again, if we write n 9 to power n plus 1 minus 8n minus 9, right? So which are the terms here? See, first of all, what is the power? 9. And which are the other numbers? So here one number is 8, another is 9, right? So 9 to power n plus 1, right? Now we need to decode this into what? 8 to power n plus 1. So if I write 8 to power, sorry, 8 plus 1 to power n plus 1, so that this becomes 9 to power n plus 1, right? So same way I will expand this and we will try to see how we can go ahead. Okay, so see, 9 to power n plus 1, I just wrote 8 plus 1 to power n plus 1. Okay, so see, if you don't want to get confused with this thing, one more thing you can do is you can directly reverse it. So if you reverse it, what you can write, 1 plus 8 to power n plus 1 also. Okay, that what it will do, that you don't need to consider, like in this question you had to consider from, sorry, in this question you had to consider from the reverse. Here you don't need to consider again from reverse direction. Here what you can do, you can directly write nc0 1 to power n plus 1 into 8 to power 0, then plus nc1 1 to power anything and 8 to power 1, nc2 1 to power anything 8 to power 2, right? And so like that we can keep on going. Okay, now see nc0 is how much? 1, right? 1 to power 1 into n plus 1 is also 1, and 8 to power 0 is also 1. So I can leave it like this. nc1 is always written as n, and 8 to power 1 is written as 8, right? So this becomes how much? 8n plus nc2. So nc2 I will leave that, and first I will write 8 square into nc2, right? Next term if I go after this, so that will be how much? 8 cube nc3, right? And plus 8 4 nc4, like that it will keep on going till this becomes what terms? 8 to power n nc n, right? Okay, so we don't need to go in that much step, because see 1 plus n into 8, right? 1 plus n into 8, how much is this? 1 plus 8n, right? Sorry, here we made a small mistake here. See, this should be n plus 1, right? We missed this n plus 1, n plus 1, right? So in this case what it will become? Okay, so this will become how much? N plus 1, right? So n plus 1 into c0, so that will become 1, right? And this will become n plus 1 into 8, right? And like that, okay, like that this will become 8 square into n plus 1 into c2, then 8 cube into n plus 1 c3, and like that it will keep on going, right? So what we can do here now, like we can write this as 8 n plus 8, right? And then 8 square I can write as 64, and then here also we have 68 square into something. Here also we can split this into 8 square into 8 into something, right? So like that I can directly write this as 64k, right? So this is nothing but 9 to power n plus 1, right? Now if I bring this all term on the other side, so this will become how much? 9 to power n plus 1 minus 9 minus 8n is equal to 64k. Okay, so that's what, if we divide this by 64, it will always be coming a value of k, which is not leaving any remainder or anything left over. Okay, so that's why it is completely divisible by n 64, wherever n is a positive integer. Okay, now coming to this type of problem. Okay, now see, if you have this type of problem, so when you expand this, okay, so whenever you have expand this a plus b to power n, okay, and you write a plus b to power, sorry, a minus b to power n. Okay, so okay, so if you see these terms, okay, as we know that t1 will be how much, nc 0 and then a to power n, right? Then plus nc1 a to power n into b to power 1 plus nc2 a to power n into b to power 2, right? Like that also this will also become how much, nc0 a to power n, but this term will become how much, minus nc1 into a to power n minus 1 into b to power 1, right? Then plus nc2 a to power n into b to power 2, then again here plus and here minus, again plus plus. So like that it will keep on going, right or wrong? So in that case, see, if I need to subtract these terms, okay, now if I need to, what I need to do, subtract this term, because a plus b to power 4 minus a plus a minus b to power minus 4. So in this term what will happen, this will change, this will change, this will change, and it will keep on changing, right? So what we get, nc1 into a to power n minus 1 minus 2 minus 2. Okay, nc1 a to power n minus 1 into b to power 1. So how many times, it is twice, right? Then this term will again cancel out, and then plus 2 into nc3 term will come, a to power n minus 3, right? And then b to power 3. Like that, only term which are having nc odd number, okay, those will come into picture. Okay, so see, a plus b to power 4 minus a minus b to power 4. Okay, so this will be how much, first I can write directly again 2, right? And till how many things it can go, nc 4c 4 it can go, right? So first thing will be how much, 4c1 a to power n minus 1 into b to power 1, right? Then next term after 1 it will become 3, so 4c3 a to power n minus 3 b to power 3. Okay, because if you go ahead of this, then the term is no more valid, because expansion is only to till ncn, that is 4c4. Again next term will be 4c5, which is not applicable for us, right? Okay, so again if you want, you can directly substitute these values in this, right? And you can solve it. Okay, now same thing, if assume, okay, we'll solve in this one. Okay, like in this case, now it is a plus b to power this plus a minus b to power same, but here it is positive. Okay, so in positive also we'll see what are the changes. So a plus b to power 6, how much, right? So like that it will keep on going. Next thing will be how much, nc0 a to power n. Okay, now if you add both these term, so if you add, what you will get, see, this term will become is equal to 2 into nc0 a to power n. Okay, this term will anyway cancel out, plus nc2 a to power n minus 2 into b to power 2, plus next term will be nc4 a to power n minus 4 b to power 4, and then nc6 a to power n minus 6 b to power 6, right? Okay, this is formula when it is n. Now it is what, 6, right? So if it is 6, then what it will happen, root 2 plus 1 to power 6 plus root 2 minus 1 to power 6. That will become how much? 2 times NC0. So NC0 is nothing but 1 into root 2 to power n, that is 6. Is it clear? Okay, then plus NC2. So NC2 how much? That is 6C2, and then a to power n minus 2. So 6 minus 2 is how much? Root 2 to power 4. Same way directly you can write 6C4, right? Root 2 to power 2, right? Then finally 6C6, right? Root 2 to power 0. Is it clear? So this is the final expansion. You can find the value using doing this. So 2 8 plus 6C2. So 6C2 will be how much? 6 factorial by 4 factorial into 2 factorial, right? So 6 into 5, right? 6 into 5 by 2. So that will become 15. So 15 into 4, right? Same way you can find 64 and 62 will be same. So 15 into 2, that is 30, plus 66. 66 is 1, root 2 to power 1 is still 1. So this will be 60, 30, how much? 90, 99. So 2 into 99, that is how much? 198 is the final answer you should get. Okay, so hope all of you like the class. Oh, and hope all of you enjoyed the class. So if after this class you feel like okay, you should be interested in joining Unacademy, you can still follow the same thing, right? So you can access the live class, you can access the doubt class, you can access the quiz, you can access the practice session, and that is for all the standard of CBSE 9 to 12. Okay, and as well as you can use this referral code Kamal 10, right? So you can use this referral code if you want to take the subscription. You will get certain good amount of discount in this. Okay, so that will be beneficial for your pocket as well, right? So hope all of you enjoyed the class, hope all of you love the class. So after the end of the class, please give a thumbs up, like, subscribe to the channel, and keep enjoying Unacademy. If you have anything, question, any doubt, you can just drop a message. If you want to join my Telegram channel, you can ping me on this number 9738919340. I will add you to the Telegram link, okay, where you can discuss all the problems, all the questions if you are having regarding